Hi all, my name is Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would get real about my current situation and things I'm experiencing. When I started my YouTube channel, my intent was that it would be like a digital diary for me to look back on. And since starting YouTube, I've been trying to capture all those lovely aesthetic moments, but I've kind of not been filling you in with what I'm actually going through mentally at the moment. Thought I should be unfiltered and honest on my YouTube channel. I love social media and I love the perfectly curated posts and stories and the aesthetic. I absolutely love it. It's what I do for work. I love a nicely curated feed, don't get me wrong. But for YouTube, I really wanted this platform to be somewhere where I can be totally unfiltered, completely myself. So I'm holding myself accountable to that, and we are sitting with uncomfortable feelings and talking about them. So basically I quit my job, and I was so hesitant to actually make a video about this because my first ever YouTube video was like talking about how I'm studying and I'm working. And then like a few videos later, like what? I quit my job. It just seemed like too much for me to put out there in such a short time. But yes, I quit my job. I was working at this place for 2.5 years, maybe a little bit longer. And I really loved my co-workers and the work environment, and I loved the job itself, but I actually burnt myself out. I've been experiencing burnout for the past few weeks, and it hasn't been very fun. It's been a lot of days of me just at home crying, not being able to do anything, and it's been intense. Even started seeing a therapist again, which I have not seen a therapist since maybe 2020, which has honestly helped me so much. I've actually been open and letting people in my life know what I'm going through, like my course coordinators, my boss, therapists, doctors. They have been so supportive, which is just really refreshing because it just feels like I have support behind me, which is a really comforting feeling. Basically, I was working whilst studying full-time for 2 years. For the first year of my diploma, I was working and studying both full-time, so I had a 60-hour week. This year, I jumped up 2 levels in diploma, like levels here in New Zealand. I was doing a level 5 diploma last year, and this year I'm doing a level 7 diploma. So the workload has increased so much. So I actually moved my work to part-time. So I was working 20 plus hours a week, but also studying 30. So it was a 50-hour week for me. Dual role at my work. I worked as a receptionist and a marketing coordinator. And then I was studying full-time on top of that. It all became way too much for me. I kept telling myself, it's okay, Hannah, you just need to push through it. Just get through these assessments. You'll be okay. Just push through. I kept repeating that over and over in my head. And I kept telling myself whenever I was like breaking down or crying because I was so stressed, I kept telling myself, it's not that bad yet. I'll leave when it gets like too much. And looking back, I don't know why I actually waited until I hit burnout to leave a job. It just made it so much harder for me because I really hit close to rock bottom and I have to build myself back up now. Everything happens for a reason, and now I'm trying to just navigate change. I've been working at this place, like I said, for like 2.5 plus years, and I used to work every single weekend for those 2.5 years. So now I have weekends free, and it feels so foreign to me. I just don't know what to do with my time, and it's been absolutely wild. I've been like in bed crying, not being able to do anything. I feel like I'm at a point now where I want to try and develop a sense of routine for myself, because personally I thrive off routine. I'm such a type A person. I love order, organization, routine especially, and my routine for the past like 2.5 years has just been chucked away. It's like, oh, okay, there goes my routine for the past 2.5 years. What do I do now? So I'm essentially trying to find a routine that works for me in this video. I am switching to contract work, and I'm also trying to set up my own business. So I'm also trying to do that in the background, and this will give me a lot more time to focus on my personal goals. So I don't regret anything that I've done. I do believe everything happens for a reason. I just think navigating change and trying to find new routines is really difficult. I can't blame myself for feeling stressed and overwhelmed when the routine I've known for 2.5 years is just non-existent anymore. So I thought I'd take action in this video and try and put together a routine that works for me, gets in all of my goals that I've been wanting to do, and find my way back to myself, reignite my spark, because I do feel like I lost my spark a bit. So I'm really, really excited for this video, and I'm very hopeful, and I'm feeling good about the change, the direction that things are going. Yeah, that's kind of the backstory for this video. I hope you enjoy seeing me navigate this change and try and find a routine that works for me. I think I've done enough yapping now, but I thought you should know the context for this video. But yes, without further ado, let's get into this week's video. Sorry about the terrible angle. I am quite tired. I made a Notion page with like my dream routine and things I want to do. And it started with a 5 a.m. wake up, which is what we're doing this morning. I plan to wake up at 5 a.m, have a glass of water, have my supplements, do my daily affirmations, and journal, which I've done. Just tired. From 5:30 till 6:30 a.m. I have time to read a chapter of my book because I have not been able to read recently at all. So I'm very excited to be able to make time for reading. What you are looking for is in the library. At the moment it's 6:08, so I have another 20 minutes to read, which means I'm gonna get like halfway through this chapter, which is so good. But yes, I'm just gonna finish reading and then I'll be right with you. It's currently 8:24. I'm planning to start studying at 8:45. I've got my breakfast here, a new powder that I'm using. So I'll see what I think of it. But my breakfast bowl looks so pretty. I'll just show you guys. Look at that. It's 11:48, so it's just about midday. I've made myself an early lunch because I need to lock in to some studies this afternoon since I've done nothing except finish my book this morning. Bok choy, spinach, bacon. I boiled an egg, put it in a miso broth. If I'm being completely honest, I am really struggling with motivation and energy at the moment. I feel like my brain is like on fire, not in a good way, and I cannot focus on anything. It just feels so heavy. And this is one of the biggest struggles I've had whilst trying to navigate burnout. Like every time I try and sit down to study, I feel like something's not working out and I just can't focus, and it's been so frustrating. I'm just trying to breathe through it and just try my best. I'm just taking things each day at a time. So it looks like I'm being very productive, but I'm really struggling, really struggling. Hi guys, it's now 6:54, it's nearly 7 p.m. I've had a really productive day and I'm really proud of myself for that. The self-critic in my head is still like wanting to tear myself to shreds for not doing as much study as I had hoped today. I am really just doing my best though, so I'm trying to, especially compared to the past 2 weeks for me, where all I've been doing is literally in my bed, out my bed, in my bed, out my bed, in my bed, doom scrolling, TikTok. Just like give myself a pat on the back for the things I have accomplished today. One fact about me is I do not keep social media on my phone. I don't have TikTok or Instagram on my phone. I only keep those on my iPad. But for the past 2 weeks, I've downloaded them on my phone. I just deleted them this morning. That's just something I do to just help with my mental health, especially since I work in social media and I create content. Doom scrolling is just not it for me. So if I do want to scroll on social media, I use my iPad, which I keep on like the other side of my desk. So basically I don't really keep socials on my phone at all. I've been trying to congratulate myself for the small wins today, like waking up at 5 a.m, having healthy meals, having my water, having my teas, having my supplements, going on not one, but 2 walks today outside, moving my body, finishing a book. I have not finished a book in a hot minute because I've been going through it, but we finished a book today and it feels really good. I do need to catch up with some lecture content right now because I did miss my lecture tonight. And I'm going to play catch up right now, but I can't win it all. So I'm really pleased with the small wins I have had today. I'm just going to keep being kind to myself, and I am so sure that I'm going to find my way back home and it will be okay. But I'm just trusting the process and I'm just being kind to myself. I just woke up. It's 8:28 a.m. Usually I would have some negative self-talk, tell myself that, oh my gosh, I'm so worthless, I didn't get up on time, like I would just tear myself apart. But honestly, I am just riding the wave. I'm just going with the flow and I'm just reminding myself to be kind with myself. I'm still exhausted. If anyone's going through something similar, just be kind to yourself. It'll all work out in the end. And listen to your body. Give it rest if that's what it needs. And just try and take baby steps. I maybe jumped in it too fast by trying to have a whole routine instead of just starting with little things. I think for the sake of the video, I did like a whole routine, but implementing things into real life, I'd take snippets from that routine and slowly add them every day and build up until I can tolerate
a whole new routine. I thought I'd put this clip in here though, just to bring awareness that my whole week didn't look like that video. Even looking back on the footage, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I get all that stuff done? I'm like, how did I do all that? I feel so tired today. And that's okay. Not all 2 days are the same. And you just need to try your best for that day. And your best will always look different. It won't always be the same. So today I'm still going to try my best. It will be different to yesterday, and that's fine. So yes, I'm going to stop rambling. I'll probably make an updated video once I have a proper routine that I can hold down. But for the meantime, I'm just going to be in a trial and error phase, trying to figure out what's going to work for me. But I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And yes, I'll see you guys in my video next week. Keep being kind to yourselves.